Glaze has been a staple for instant inspiration in my production workflow. I've had ongoing beat contracts with growing artists, and I have to produce at a high level to exceed their expectations. Melodic vocal-driven beats have been in heavy demand in the market. So I'm especially excited about the sequel to Glaze, entitled Glaze 2, which you can now get on the Native Instruments website. Stick around and I'll show you the features while talking through a beat I built in real time. Glaze 2 is like the original Glaze, but on steroids. There are more singers, top-line vocalists, talkbox singing, vowels, riffs, phrases, and articulations. Now, I started with this drum pattern. Just a basic kick snare and hi-hat, open hat. Straight away, I added a chord progression in less than a minute, all thanks to Glaze 2. The chord presets essentially have chords mapped to single notes, so when you come up with a desirable order, boom, there's your chord progression. Notice this preset also has the key. So when I'm done with this chord progression, it's going to be easy for me to figure out what key I need to be in to build on top of it. After adding the chords, I wanted to utilize some of the features that made the original Glaze so popular in the first place: vocal riffs. I'm going to take this vocal riff and I'm going to change the tuning here. I'm going to boost it up an octave, which is 12 semitones here. Give it that chipmunk sound. Now what I needed was some bass to fill out the low end, so I took an existing preset in Glaze 2 and I tweaked it to fit the style of the beat. Let me show you what I did. You hear that little wah 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 modulation? I want to get rid of that. I'm going to click on the macros page and I'm going to X out this modulation mapping. Now I have a smooth bass, no modulations. I'm pulling up the attack here because I want it to sound smoother and have less punch at the beginning of the sound. And all together, sounds pretty good. From here, I wanted to add some sort of melodic pluck to use in alternative sections of the beat. So I kept building. I like a little call and response vibe with melodies, so I sifted through some other sounds in Glaze 2 and paired the first melody with a duplicate that I shifted to the right. It went like this. To wrap up this session, I wanted to get a basic arrangement down, so I decided to add an effect to indicate a transition from the intro to the verse or the verse to the hook. So I customized one of the existing presets to a timbre that I enjoy. As you can hear, we've been using Glaze 2 non-stop to get our creativity flowing, and it doesn't have to stop here. You can get Glaze 2 from the Native Instruments website by clicking the link down in the description. Shout out to Native Instruments for having me. It's all culture, kickback, and cook up. I'm out.